I mean, I don't know a lot about it. I'm just going by what I seen today, and some of the stuff I seen doing. The dude was like this with him every time. Just, I mean, that could have been him just practicing. I don't know, but the videos I seen today that he posted, he didn't look that impressive.
Let me get my notebook.
But I've never, like I said, I didn't watch his matches at Arnold, so I mean, I personally can't say, but I still don't think he's on George's level, honestly.
He had a pretty good war with Kevin Palco at IFA Nationals. That was pretty good.
Did he?
He was beating up on Kevin's arm pretty hard, but he was able to catch it and bring it back.
Yeah, he got really far into Kevin's hand.
I mean, him and John they're pulling left-handed. So how good is Caleb's left?
I think it's pretty good.
Left is better. Yeah.
Well, hey.
John, the kid is stout, dude.
He's a strong ass 154, but I mean, John said he wants the best, so that's what we're gonna fucking put on him.
What if we could get Vosgin and George?
Who?
Vosgin.
Okay.
Why is that too crazy?
I mean, I don't know where George is at.
Who gives a fuck? That's his problem.
That's true.
Right now, I believe George is our top 176 guy, and I feel
hold on. I don't want to cut everybody off. I want to show some respect to the current points leader. He says, I don't put no respect on his name, Carl Stanley.
Carl motherfucking Stanley.
About time.
Hey, he's 24 points on the left side.
Running away with it.
You're right in the running on the right side, too.
I don't know what's going to happen with that for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Brad, it looks like has the he's in the same position you're in left. It might just be you guys running the overall all year. I would have liked it. It looked like a lot of guys were either hurt, injured, or tired, and they backed out of the last overall. What'd you do? You just had to beat Tommy and Matt, right?
Dane Sellers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He bought in.
Yeah, he bought in.
That's the funnest ones is when they buy in. You like our overall structure, Carl?
I do. I really do.
You remember the old King of the Table style?
Most of the time, I think it's going to be the guys that were probably top 3 that would buy back in. I don't see a guy that went like 0-2 buying in, but
no. But is it? Do you like? I mean, King of the Table was what it used to be.
Yeah, I do like it.
I think it's better, dude. This is what they do at Zloty. This is what the absolute class is at the end. The overall, it's just everybody jumping in it. The way actually Chris and Benny described it to me was if you kick ass in the tournament, whether you won or lost, they're going to give you a call. So you come on back tomorrow. Let's see the overalls. So your right's messed up. You're only going to be able to pull left in Cali. Is that what you're feeling?
My arm was turning all yellow. It hasn't turned blue, so that's a good sign. I have a match at Monster Factory with Sonny Gay out of Kentucky that I'm hoping I can be healed up for. So I'll probably know a better answer within 2 weeks if I can be healed up for that or not.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We got Derek waiting on a response, and I think Derek is I wouldn't count on him being all in. I'm not sure where he's at after the match with Jaggers, but we got Mega Mike on the hook. Mega Mike would love to pull you, but he told me his right is a lot better than his left. So it might be a scenario where it's not worth it to pull him left. But who would you like to pull out there? Who's there that's left that you want?
I mean, if it's not Derek and there's no
Tony Tomlinson.
If there's no chance with Larry Wills,
Tony Tomlinson is a great match. You know who he is?
I do. Tony's a big guy. It'd either be for him or honestly, I wouldn't mind a rival match with Tom Nelson again.
Yeah, that could be sick.
Or I just take out the whole state while I go there. So
win the whole fucking tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, if you go out there and I don't get to make a flyer with your face on it, that's a waste of Carl Stanley in California to me.
I mean, we can still put him on the flyer.
Oh, he'll be on the flyer, but we
No
got.
matter what happens, his face can be right there in the
Hey,
dead center.
I got inspired when I seen the flyers that you were on, Trent.
I know, right?
That
Chance
one
did a
looked
good job
good.
on him.
Oh, well,
Just put
Chance didn't do that.
the whole state of California left
Carl
handed.
versus Cali.
There you go.
Just put Carl Stanley versus Cali.
What if I bring some boxing gloves and they pick like 5 guys? We pick 5 guys and we just fight in a ring for 2 minutes straight.
I'm down with that too.
Tom Nelson destroys everybody. It's just Tom standing alone.
I'm kicking him straight in the nuts, right off the rip.
No, the key with him is just get him some Coronas in him first, and he'll be good.
Okay, you got to get him lit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to hear your opinion, Carl. You don't hop on here often. Tell me about some of these matchups that we got locked in.
Okay.
I got Dallas and John Theron left and right. Who do you got winning that?
I think I would pick Dallas left and John Theron right-handed.
A lot of people are saying that. Chance, I believe, disagrees. I think Chance told me that he thought Dallas was the favorite.
Both arms?
Yes, he did.
I mean, I was surprised by that. I'm just saying I think John Theron has a better chance of winning right-handed.
Yeah, sure. Do you think he can actually win, though?
So I've never, I've heard y'all talk about John. First time I saw him was at the Boxing Ring program, Pro Gear.
Yeah.
And pretty impressive guy, man. I mean,
yeah, but he didn't look that good that day. You should have seen what he did with Noel. He looked good.
And if anybody can beat Noel like that, then I mean,
yeah.
I mean, no disrespect to Noel, but John manhandled Noel pretty good.
Well, Noel manhandled him left, but yeah, John, he was able to whack right through him right after about 2-3 pumps and just open the bicep. So your opinion is kind of what I felt. I felt John right, and then Dallas left. We got a cool one right here. Austin Wade and Jamie Sheldon right-handed.
That's a good match.
A really good match.
That's a cool match.
Man, can I wait till I see him pull
Bob Brown? They're both pulling Bob Brown, right? So then we'll know.
Austin, he's been me in a lot of matches. He's been the underdog that no one thinks can win it, and he's got everything going for him. So he has nothing to lose and everything to prove, and that's a dangerous opponent. So,
okay. So I'm gonna take an approach that is as if I'm an odds maker in Vegas. If I was the odds maker in Vegas, I would go ahead and say the odds play the favorite to be Jamie Sheldon by a slight edge. However, I'm gonna be going fucking nuts screaming for Austin Wade. So I don't think that odds mean a damn thing once they say go.
yeah.
A lot of it you'll just realize is your shoulders too damn thick or your elbows too, your hand won't open. Sometimes you're just a little too fucking strong.
Well, let me ask you this. I know Artem's been on a tear in the past year.
Sure.
Jamie Sheldon, though, did beat Artem, right?
Yes.
What would you say if Artem pulled Jamie Sheldon?
Right now, again?
Yeah.
I would say Artem is the slight favorite.
Slight favorite.
Yes. And before, I remember when they pulled, Jamie was the favorite and Jamie won.
I got you.
So, and I would consider Artem the slight favorite over Austin Wade. Even though Austin did get the last win on him, it's just Artem has seen, he's been on a tear and you got a lot more information. But
right.
Wade has either won or placed top 2 in every single thing I've seen him at in the past 6 months. He beat me in Bike Week. Yeah. I beat everybody else except him. He was the winner. He won my Pro Gear tournament. Did he pull Florida States?
No,
he did pull Florida States, and then he came and watched the next one. So, Artem pulls a million out-of-state tournaments, so you get more information. But I would go ahead and lean with if I had a prediction that they're probably going to go 3-1.
What's the weight for Jake? Didn't Jamie Sheldon say he's like 220 right now?
Yeah, but I think they're gonna pull at 198. And
Okay.
Austin doesn't have to cut much weight at 198. He's gonna walk around fully pumped. The thing with Wade though, and it's similar to me, is it depends if his confidence is there. You know, if he's out of his realm, he's not as good as when his mom is screaming and he's writing it, you know, he's all amped up and shit. So I don't know what his support system would be like out there, but he has the potential to be a super fucking threat.
I think as long as he keeps, like, you know, if he loses like a first match or something, doesn't feel like a ref's call goes his way, as long as he loses focus and mentally stays in it, I mean, Austin's going to be fine.
Well, he's gonna have us here. That's the other thing. You know, we're coming out 10 deep at least. We're gonna have an army there ourselves. So it ain't, you know, Carl Stanley in the middle of Texas outnumbered.
Right.
Got a pack of wolves with you too. What up, Austin? What's up, Chance?
What up?
What up?
We're just going over some of these matches real quick, and then I'm gonna press Trent. Trent, you can't come on here and have your face on a super match and get your ass whooped. Cover your ears, Austin. You're too young to hear what I'm about to tell him. But
Man, I'm probably older than Trent. What the hell?
how old are you?
I'm 28.
I got you, by. I'll be 30 this year.
Okay, all right. Shit.
I would ID you and Chance trying to get into a PG-13 movie.
I get ID'd everywhere.
Neither of you guys are getting past me.
Look like
So, Chance, you tell us real quick. Well, we were on the subject of Austin and Jamie Sheldon.
Yeah.
What do you think? I said that I thought Jamie was probably the favorite if these odds were in Vegas, you know.
I agree. I have Jamie slight favorite, maybe 60-40.
That's okay.
I think Jamie, I mean, obviously Jamie has a lot more experience. It's in Jamie's hometown. Austin has to fly in. That's always a factor. Whether it's a big factor or not, it's always a factor. We've all flown for matches. Austin's young and hungry. You know what's going inside. They're both gonna go for that inside move. Not too many people have been beating Jamie or Austin inside. So I think it's a really interesting match. It could go 3-2 either way. I'm just hoping for a grind or something entertaining and exciting.
I live by a rule to not fuck with people when they're on fire, right? When this dude has beat 6 people in a row and he's getting stronger, that's probably not the time to fuck with him, right? Even some bum, he will have his day, and you know he has his little 1 month where you just can't move him at practice. And Austin might be on one of these tears where he's just on fire.
Yeah.
And Jamie maybe half committed, right? I don't know, can't speak for him, but I think he's like he's just taking some fun match with some guy, right?
Well,
he's not balls to the walls, UAL, Jamie Sheldon, living, dying for the shit.
As far as I understand, he's pretty committed actually, because he's pulling Bob Brown like a month after Austin pulls him.
Oh, well, fuck everything I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin, you're screwed. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. Next match, we got Austin again. He's gonna pull Oleg. Y'all know who Oleg is?
I don't.
Yeah, it's Ole Moisai or whatever.
So he's a Russian kid. He's about 185.
Oh, he's fucking sweet. I met him in California.
Bro, he's strong. His wrist is good. His left is tough. Austin, I
think I flip with him with Devin Lorette, right? Practicing the train.
Yeah. You know, Wade might be able, I mean, who knows? His style might shut him down. Austin's right is better than his left, and Oleg's left is better than his right. But I think Austin might be a little bigger. I don't know what Oleg walks around at. I think he's about 180, 190. But Austin's got his hands full, and he didn't seem to care at all. I gave him the matchups. He said, let's go.
Yeah.
So, they were talking earlier about Caleb Armbender and John Hutchison?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Chance?
You know, I've never gripped with either of them, so it's purely speculation what I think. But I think Caleb is a better arm wrestler, but John's much stronger.
I've gripped up with Caleb.
What do you think, Carl?
When I went out to that Nevada one a few years ago when I pulled Robbie Topi, Caleb was out there. He's pretty impressive outside, pretty strong for his size. So I know he's all outside. Going to be a technical match. I mean, just like you said, power wise, I think John's got it, but speed and technique or outside is Caleb. So,
Carl, you're going to be our biggest, strongest arm wrestler we're bringing out here. Chance, I don't think is going to be able to pull, right?
I think I'm still out of commission.
Yeah. So
Pull left.
we
there you go.
I mean, a lot of these guys in Florida may not be as competitive as you or I, but we don't want to go out here and get our ass whooped, bro.
Mm-mm.
We can't go out here and lose match 10-0. So we got to come out with a fucking army and just lay it on these Cali guys. Are there any of them in the chat right now? Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we got to go out there and absolutely show out. It's going to be sick, dude. They're going to be what's going to be. And you've traveled enough, Carl. You know it can very quickly become the entire room versus you. That ain't going to happen here. It's going to be the entire room versus the other side of the room.
Yeah.
And we're all way tighter. We are tight-knit groups. So I think it's going to be dope, man. You're going to have – where'd Robert go? Did he leave?
Yeah, he put in a group chat he had to go take a shower. He wanted to cut the video. He didn't want to see his little winky.
Okay, you should have left that video on. It would have been entertaining.
Yeah.
You
Got
guys
1,000 subscribers.
anything on the Brad and Brandon Allen match?
No, it can't happen.
That can't happen.
Nope.
All right, Brad Grundy is officially too strong. Is that the consensus?
No, Brad doesn't want to pull anything too close to the East versus West qualifier, the finals.
That's June 3rd?
June 6th, June 3rd, somewhere around there, yeah.
Like a week before Mayhem, right?
Yeah, the week before.
Unfortunately, there's so many damn tournaments all over, everywhere, that you're just going to be a week apart. It's a blessing that we're not on the same day.
Yeah.
You should see when you try to put together some of these arm wrestling schedules, it's out of control how many tournaments there are. And people would say it's because we have a million, but you can't even put one on in Florida any day that's not on another day in another state. And in the end, get as close as you can. What do you think of that video? What do you think of that super match video that kid made, Chance?
I liked it. I like the presentation of it. It's a little different than what we're used to seeing as far as super match.
I'll be honest. I don't think it captured the energy perfectly. The video is shot beautifully. That kid is, in all fairness, is not an arm wrestling cinematographer. So he killed it as far as capturing the energy of the moment. But I think once he gets the hang of, how we structure matches and how to kind of go through and show each foul and stuff.
Yeah, when he first sent it to me, he didn't have any of the audio of the match. It was just the music, and it was edited with the music. And I was like, we have to have the energy from the crowd, especially when you're arm wrestling, you get fired up, the crowd gets fired up. It has to be captured, because if it's not, it just looks kind of lame. So, but overall, I thought he did a pretty good job with it.
For sure.
Some kind of blood pressure medicine needs to sponsor you, bro.
Bro, was it crazy? It's going down now. My color's returning decently. Holy shit.
Yeah, the one thing I wish he would have put in there in the video was when you said something about high blood pressure.
Whoa. I didn't say.
Oh, yeah, you did. The whole crowd heard it.
Yeah. That was a pretty fun event. I thought the super match really got the pro tournament pretty lit. It was kind of tiring before that, getting hot. It was so damn hot when I put my elbow on that pad. Bro, it was cooking. It was like putting my elbow on a hot black car. So we got some improvements we could make to that venue for sure. We didn't realize the sun was that angle, but that venue kicked ass. I think later in the day, it was pretty dope.
Hey, so question, Brad Gundy and Brandon Allen's out because Brad with the East versus West. So is the Brandon Allen guy looking for a match?
Oh, that'd be great.
I'd have to talk to him. I'm not too sure.
That could be a good one.
Josh Miller, man.
Yeah.
We need a match for Carl left-handed chance.
I personally want to see Carl and Derek pull both or either arms.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to just step up and take Jaggers out.
Yeah.
Hey, just do it. Quit fucking around.
It's time to do
I
it.
think that would be a good match, you and Jaggers.
Yeah, it's time, Carl.
Oh yeah.
So bringing up Derek and Jaggers. Did y'all watch super match between them two this weekend?
Yeah.
What was y'all's opinions on it?
It was good.
Do y'all think Derek got cheated like everybody on Facebook's talking about, or do y'all
They're
think
saying
it was
he
a
got
decently
cheated
run
too.
match?
I think that the calls definitely could have been better. I hate to say he was cheated because I don't think that like Paul Lynn or Bart Wood or anyone had the intention of cheating Derek out of the win. So I don't feel like saying he got cheated is the right verbiage, but yeah, the calls could have been done differently.
Man, Derek was like out of pad, man. He's so damn leveraged he couldn't move anything.
Yeah. But that being said, I always have the perspective of like if you were stronger, it wouldn't have mattered. Like if Derek was a little bit stronger, he would have just gone through him. And
That was one thing. Like, of course, the angle of the video you can't really tell, but like some of the elbows to me look questionable. But like then again, I'm not down there at the elbow pad. I couldn't tell. I think that was one of the biggest things they were talking about, them always calling runners on Derek. But through a video, you really can't tell.
right.
You don't know for sure.
Right.
Carl, fuck all that noise. Take him on. You're big.
Well, if
300
Carl's
pounds.
if Carl's coming out to California, he can start with Derek.
Yeah.
See if I can screen share this picture. There was a picture from that super match that I freeze framed. And dude, let me see if I can pull it up on here real quick.
The thing about it, if Carl, if you pull Derek and beat him, you got Jaggers got to pull you. He just beat Derek. If you beat Derek, then we got to set it up. He can't say no at that point.
Well, at this point, I mean, it's only really the beats above Austin, right? I mean,
Do what?
I don't know what the rankings is now after Jaggers beat Derek, but he's got to be top 7 or 6 left-handed.
Yeah. So, left-handed, he's really high up there. I'll pull it up and I'll tell you right now. Right-handed. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say right-handed. I moved him just directly above me and right behind Bresnan. Even though he didn't beat me, he beat Derek, so whatever. So Austin's 8 right-handed and left-handed, he's 6.
So who's the top 5 above him? Ryan,
Corey West, Cody Merritt, Ryan Espy, Devin, Michael Todd, and then Austin.
Michael Todd's up there that high, huh?
Yeah, because he beat
Robbie Tope.
Take him on left, Carl. You smoke Michael Todd right now.
I think everybody can right now.
Well, what's wrong? His left ain't injured, is it?
Yeah, his left is banged up as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. My bad.
Yeah, I think he's taking like a full 8 months to a year off.
Yeah.
When I kept talking about we're going to see a whole sea of yellow during that
That's all it is.
and reversing the camera. Not, fuck filming the arm wrestlers. Turn around and you see the crowd. Look at the crowd on that super match. Dude, there's everybody. It's an ocean. And that's only what? How wide was that angle actually? If you were looking there, you could see 4 or 5 times that many people.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty huge, dude. The turnout there was a few moments before we got started with the amateurs where I was like, I wonder what this turnout's looking like. And as soon as I announced we're starting in 15 minutes, dude, it packed in there. By the time we had the pros, that was a dope venue, dope spot. Let's talk about this is the guy you're facing right here, Trent, huh?
Yeah, my little buddy down there.
Shit, bro. He
What's
just hopped
up?
on our podcast.
Yeah,
He's
I
trying to
snuck
set
in
his
here.
name. He's on here.
Yeah, this was a Chance Saul setup right here. He's promoting now.
Good.
Good promoter.
I'd like to tell Trent a few encouraging things. I didn't fucking lose, so you better not.
Hey,
That's the first thing.
That's
The
fair.
plan is not to
I
lose.
second that.
You can ask Carl. I've been aggravating the hell out of them on a group chat about practicing.
How good are you, Austin?
Wait, what's up?
How good are you?
I think I'm pretty good. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
Tell me the best person you've ever pinned in a tournament?
Oh shit! I mean, that would be like Texas people, so you probably wouldn't know.
Tell me.
I mean, like I've pinned Jason Montgomery.
Okay. Have you ever traveled at all?
Yeah, I went to California. I went to Tulsa.
Louisiana.
I went to Louisiana. I traveled to all those places though when I was only like 4 months into the sport.
Okay.
So,
I get
but
you.
I did like every time I traveled when I was 4 months in, I won the amateur class and I would get like, I'd go like 2 and 2 in pro. You know what I'm saying? Like I do okay.
Okay. Chance.
Yeah.
How good is this guy?
For the amount of time he has in the sport, I think he's pretty good.
Which is how much time?
What, like 2 years, 3 years?
I'm like a year and 4 months in.
There you go.
Okay. Chance. I trust that Chance is the matchmaker. You didn't create a lopsided scenario, right?
So I beat Robert Kelly just as bad as Trent did. If that makes sense, if that helps anything.
Hey, we can't use Robert Kelly as a.
All I'm saying
Whoa,
is we
whoa,
both
whoa, whoa.
held
Hey,
him
back up
center.
off my boy.
That's all I'm
Back up off
Look-
my boy. Me
Look,
and
I
Trent.
love Robert. That's my boy too, but I'm saying we both just held him. So
Okay. So Robert's the new measuring stick. How do you do against Damon Ransom?
I actually pulled Damon in a match.
You beat him?
I mean, I didn't even feel Damon.
Okay. All
So
right.
literally, they said go, and I was like, "Are you actually trying?" Like it was so weird. Like there was no pressure. It was super weird. I've never experienced that before.
Trent, how did you pull? I'm just trying to think of common opponents. Did you pull the kid Damon?
Yeah, the
This
house.
isn't rather. I like Damon actually, but did you pull him?
Yeah, it's like a little bit of practice pulling here at the house when he came for that match with Newman, and I couldn't feel him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you
He
can't feel
hit
him.
my arm literally like done that. and I
Suddenly,
was like,
these two guys can't fucking feel anybody. Dylan, you
Yeah.
hear this?
well, I mean, we're talking about
We got
nothing against
Lamar
Robert or
and
Damon, but we're talking about
over here
Robert
in
and
the
Damon.
chat.
So.
I kind of have something in common. I mean, I pulled a match with Trent. I didn't feel him. So
Exactly.
It's crazy, Dylan, because I pulled a match with you and I felt you, so you must be super strong.
I
Dylan is
remember
strong,
pulling you,
trust me.
Chance, and I couldn't feel you.
Chances
either.
beat me in the first round of about 4 tournaments.
Yeah, unlucky.
I pulled Carl a few times, and I can't feel Carl. So
Yeah, just a little backwards, huh?
yeah.
Yeah,
have a
man. Don't let the Cali event overshadow our next event. We're going to be in Q4. Austin, you never been there. It's going to be similar to like any sports bar. It's like a pool hall, a smaller place, but with our big crowd and our setup, we're going to pack this place. So I don't know. I mean, have you seen any of our live streams?
Yeah.
We run a pretty good stream, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
to a lot of
Yeah.
people's stuff. So
I mean,
Robert-
wasn't Robert helping with the live stream?
now he does them all for us, bro. He's the
Yeah,
key.
that's what I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, because he did the live stream for the AWU events, and it was good.
Yeah, for sure.
Robert has come a ways since that event in Texas, though.
Oh, has he? He's gotten even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it's gotten much better. Not that
Oh,
it was
that's cool.
bad before, but he's killing it.
Oh, that's awesome. I know he bought a bunch of equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's able to stream. He's able to stream the names across. We had our brackets lit up there. At the
Oh,
last
cool.
tournament where
Okay.
people could see themselves moving on in the bracket.
So he's got like a king of the table set up. He can do all of it.
He can do all of it. He had it on the live stream saying Brandon versus Niles 1-1, 2-1, all
Oh,
that.
sweet.
So it was pretty dope. But this and who else are you pulling? You're pulling Mike Newman.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull Newman.
You stronger right or left?
I'm way better left-handed.
Okay. And you're pulling Newman which hand?
Yeah, left.
Oh, you're pulling Newman left.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting then.
Yeah, I'm way better left-handed. My
Are you
right-
left-handed?
Nope, but I'm way better left.
Okay.
I was a gymnast, and I had tendonitis in my right elbow for years, so I think it hindered me.
Sure.
So it doesn't flare up or anything when I pull, but I'm just weaker right-handed.
I got you. The Chance, tell me what made you set these matches up?
Well, I mean, I have pulled Austin a bit, so I do know how strong he is. I mean, Austin kind of requested these matches.
Yeah.
However, I felt that they were close matches, and sometimes it's hard to tell. I mean, without sounding, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a dick, but when the strength gap is big, sometimes it's hard to really determine how close matches really are. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a good match, and then like one dude's way stronger than the other. I'm
Hey,
sure
these
Carl,
matches
you know what
might
I'm
not
talking
be
about.
close, but hopefully I make them close.
Well, I
knows?
think that's easier to guess than guessing what shape people will be in.
Yeah, I think personally that Austin might be a slight favorite over Trent, and Mike Newman's a decent favorite over Austin.
Yeah, I think Newman's
Listen,
favorite 100%.
and that's
I
no
mean, he's been
hate
pulling way
against
longer.
Trent. That's
No,
no hate
hey.
against Trent. Just
I'm
slight
cool with that.
favorite because I think Austin.
I haven't been that impressive here lately, but I'm coming around.
Yeah. I think that just your set, the way that you've been setting up isn't going to work that great.
No, we are. I went to Daniel's Friday, and we are completely redoing my setup. So it's gonna be a
Good.
whole new setup.
Good.
Whole new setup, few little more tools in the shed, so to speak. So if he goes somewhere that I don't like, I'll be able to adjust and shoot another angle.
Good, because it's looked like in the last few events that if someone goes somewhere where you don't like, you don't really have an answer for it.
Yeah,
We
we're
kinda-
working on that now. I've always
Good.
I've always been super strong, so I've always tried to use my strength against everybody else, no matter where they go. Well, now, you know, as y'all know, arm wrestling's evolving. Everybody's getting a lot more technical, so I got to get that technical standpoint too, instead of just trying to use my gym strength against everybody else. So we're redoing a lot of stuff.
Good.
I got Carl and Daniel working with me, so we'll see where it goes.
Chance, did you hop on the last show?
No,
What do you think of that tournament?
this last tournament.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, I wasn't really able to be there watching the pros because I was doing the beat the champ thing. But I mean, from the entire time that I was there, I thought it was run really smoothly. I think that there's still a couple of improvements that we can make, but I thought the venue was killer. The brackets, for the most part, no problems. The super match, super entertaining. Reffing, from what I saw, went really smoothly. Yeah, I didn't have anything to complain about in particular.
Isn't there this year? Same
Sorry,
place?
what?
Isn't there another venue or another tournament at that venue later
Yeah.
on?
There's two more.
Yeah, there's
King
two
of
more.
Florida's going to be there. Carl, it's a big question to ask. Are you taking that King of Florida belt back?
Left-handed? Right-handed?
I mean, either. We got two belts, kid. Are you taking any of them?
Oh, I'm injured right now, right-handed. We'll see how that goes.
You're
Left-handed,
gonna
you know.
if I'm not mistaken, you had the belt the first year. Your name is on it, right?
Right-handed, yep.
Oh, your name is on the right-handed belt.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm mistaken.
It was Noel.
Chance, who else is on that belt?
It was Carl's, and then it's
well.
been mine last year or last 2 years.
then
I think
it's
just
yours.
last year. Yeah.
And we had who before? Noel had the other left, and then Shark.
Yep.
Okay. I could see you beating Shark right now, Carl. Your left is pretty strong, and you're fucking huge.
King of Florida a year ago in August, and I wasn't at the best shape. I was in the middle of moving to Jacksonville and everything. So
Yeah, I remember you told me you weren't even coming. Actually,
yeah, it was. That's one of my favorite events to go to. I didn't really miss it.
It's hard to say no to that event.
Yeah.
so Callie, I need a match for George Whitfield, man. I need one of you guys to tell me a chance. This is your next mission. You could set up your Mr. Matchmaker over here.
Are we
George
doing
Whitfield's hungry and he's ready to get a plane ticket.
yellow or black jerseys in Cali?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
I didn't even think of that.
No, I didn't either.
Let's black it out in California.
Let's take a vote on the committee. Get the group of guys that are going. Let's see what everybody thinks.
I vote black. Go ahead and put my vote out there. I vote black.
Yeah, I would vote black as well.
Well, I think that's almost the majority already. So
We got a lot of people going.
Hey, isn't Sarah going?
She says she is, Sarah and Mikey.
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe John's going. John's wife, Amber, one of the sponsors, is going.
Me and Ashley are both going.
Trent and Ashley are going. We're gonna have our little squad out here. Austin Wade is going. Dylan expressed some interest. Kevin Sam's expressed some interest. George, I believe, is going no matter what.
Yeah,
Daniel, Chris.
Mark Minch is going. We're about to make a post that's going to kind of be an open invite to anybody that wants to travel with us as part of FAL. Because I'd love to come out there with 25 people. It'd be crazy.
I like to get there with 100 fucking people and just walk up in that place like we own it.
Mobbing. Why don't you get back on here, Robert? The Kevin Sams was saying he wants Scott Wynn in California. I don't know how to get in touch with Scott Wynn. I think he's got me blocked.
I messaged Scott when he left me on red, so I'm not sure what's going on with that guy.
He said,
Yeah.
fuck Florida.
Yeah, it felt
I'm
like
not
it.
even gonna try to say nothing. I got nothing nice to say.
I'm just trying to win the 242 tournament. No 242s that spoke up on a match.
What about George Whitfield versus Brian LaFerriere at 176?
Wow, that's a great match. They could do it about You should message Brian, see if that's a possibility. That's a great match.
I think they line up perfectly.
That's a great match.
I don't know Brian. I'm sure I've seen him pull some videos, but I don't know him or know of him that much.
Brian has pulled in Florida a couple times. He came to Florida State not this past year, but the year before. Pulled 98.
He holds his.
Oh, is that Brad? What's up, Brad?
Brian Grundy.
Are you
Hey guys,
gonna
I heard you talking about the Florida belt.
What's that?
He said I had to hop on his bitch.
I heard you guys talking about the Florida belt.
Absolutely. Are you coming for the King of Florida belt?
When is that at?
August.
It's in August.
I'll be
in
there.
the same place as the land.
Okay, the same venue.
Yeah, actually, is it August or September, Chance? Can you pull up the schedule?
August is King of Florida.
Okay, August is King of Florida.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Hey, Brad, those things that you gave me are going to heal my arm by then. So
I didn't give you enough for that long.
Of course you didn't.
Yeah.
Where show us around, Brad. Where are you hanging out right now? Oh, that's a living room.
It's the living room, yeah. So is Carl, is your shoulder, is it fine or how is it?
It turned pretty yellow. It never turned black and blue though.
Brad's got some drugs for your shoulder too.
It's still
I showed Carl with the tape.
Yeah, I got it ordered.
Brad is the FAL drug dealer, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. We are not associated in any way with any of these people, and they definitely are not doctors. Do not listen to them.
My dad's a doctor.
Well, okay, then never mind. Everything I said is false. Take all Brad's advice.
And then a Holiday Inn, so I mean,
Brad is Doogie Howser if he started arm wrestling. You guys don't even know who that is, huh?
No clue. Sorry.
I know who Doogie Howser is.
Okay.
What year was he relevant?
Fuck you. That's what year. That's what year. Brad, you gonna take every one of these events right-handed, or are you gonna get 6, 7 and just chill because you've already got it won?
I think probably just 6 or 7 of them. So I'll be busy with East versus West stuff, right?
So I know you've done the math on it.
I mean, it's not hard math, right?
Well, tell me this, in your estimate, what number do you need to finish the season with to have it a lock? Just in your mind.
6.
No, not events. The total number of points. So you believing you're going to win?
Well, I'm assuming every event. I'm assuming every event I'm going to win my class and then the overall. So that's like 12 points, right?
Sure.
36.
So yeah, six events should be fine, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with that. So you're banking on 72 points.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I think that's safe. I think you're going to see that a lot of people are going to win with 50.
Well,
40.
so Brandon, I'm wondering once we get to the end of the year and everyone kind of like realizes, hey, this Brad Grundy guy is going to win. Like, do you think people are going to stop coming or?
Well, calm down, Bacon. You ain't.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to find.
I can postpone my wins to make more.
No, I think I don't know. I don't think that. I think you're such a quiet guy that you could probably amass 60-point lead before anyone really even notices you were there.
Okay, you know what? I'll probably hop off this call then and let you guys.
Trust me,
I think
everybody knows Brad Gurney's there. I hear it all the time. Look, Brad showed up.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm saying he's not gloating on everybody and shining so much. So I think that he can just kind of, hey guys, I'm just stealing the points. And they're still just coming out. If you were showboating, bulldogging people, yes, I believe they would walk away. But the way that you're kind of just nice guy and everybody, I don't think that I think they still think they have a chance because you're a gentleman about it, right? If you jumped up there and smacked him in his mouth and told his girl he ain't shit, he probably ain't coming back, but you're doing the opposite. So I think Taylor Dykes still thinks he could get you. I think that
Maybe, yeah.
I think Carl thinks that when he heals up, he can get you. I think that a lot of these people are still gunning for you, but yes, we might get to a point if you have 1-6 that it makes some people not sure. But you know, the reality is the cream rises to the top anyways. Either you're gonna, they're gonna win or they're not.
I was hanging out with Brad this weekend, and he was telling me he was coming for Carl Lefty too.
Oh, I believe it.
That's the plan. That's the plan. And then I have a follow-up question, Brandon. So if I entered 242, could I win 2 payouts?
Yeah, can you hear me? Because my screen is frozen.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So if you amass points at 242, let's say you are 240 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say, hey, put me in the 242 right and 240 and supers right-handed every one through the season, you would be in 2 different points races.
And you can win both.
Would overalls carry over to both of those or no?
No, you I guess could have a choice of how you applied the overall.
Okay.
I haven't even thought of that.
That seems acceptable. I don't see their way to really police it. I don't
know why you want to come to 242 to lose more.
Dylan's like, hey,
Dylan.
class.
Dylan, you're gonna go to 220, huh?
Nah, I ain't scared, Brad.
Hey, after
Dylan, if you buy all my FAL merch, I won't.
Hey, Dylan was holding his own in a class full of big men.
I saw that.
He didn't do bad. Brad, I'll tell you one thing. That and Carl too. If you guys win in that supers, there's going to be a good bit of money in there. The money isn't divided up equally. It's not just a perfect split among all the classes. If there were more supers than there were middleweights, there's more money to the supers. And it's just going to be on percentage of the total entries, right? If 18% of the total entries were in the super heavyweight right-handed, 18% of the payout is for the super heavy right-handed. It's very equal across the board. But you guys are in some of the heavier classes or some of the more packed classes. That ring at Pro Gear had like 16 people in it. What was the super class y'all were just in?
It was probably close to like 15.
15. So these are huge classes. A lot of these guys. So Dylan, for example, they had how many were in your class, Dylan? 3 or 4?
3 were in his class. Yeah.
Looks like Dylan froze too.
No, he just said I'm out.
He's out.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, well, Worley's fat ass came up to super, so we had him. But he should be a 240 guy.
He should be a 198 guy, Brad.
Yeah.
Worley's 235 right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think we need to have an intervention.
He's cutting down, trying to anyways. I told him I'm coming to his house and getting all the Swiss cakes out of his damn freezer.
Yeah, he
I play Apex with him every night. He's on there snacking.
yeah.
That don't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, that's no surprise.
Hey, Daniel was in the chat. He just said, "Brad, fuck you."
Love it. Man,
And you guys know who the sleeper pick is, I think, for Florida? And who should probably go to Cali is Ryan North. You already know Brandon. Ryan's crazy.
nah, he wasn't nothing special.
Yeah, Ryan beats me every practice we have.
He is a strong guy, man.
He is. He's amazing. He would be cool. Maybe him versus Mega Mike.
Yeah, I think Mega Mike's a little much, but I think
maybe.
What about him and Tony Tomlinson right-handed?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I didn't hold right-handed.
What if we have Josh Miller and Mega Mike?
Nah, I don't think Josh is ready.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. We're close, man. How many more matches can we really handle? Chance.
How many?
Gotta have a cutoff. 3 more.
I think 8 is our limit.
2, 4, 5. I think we're already at 7 if we do some of these double matches. I think we need a match for Carl, and we need a match for
Carl and George
Whitfield.
I would say Brad, but he's a little scared, so can't have him.
Well,
yeah, I'm not gonna make it this time, guys.
He's trying to make it to the big stage.
I know. Hey,
We lost Brandon.
Brandon just completely cut out.
His neighbor kicked him off the internet.
They're dropping off flies.
But yeah.
So Brad, April 1st, left-handed.
Me and you?
It's the next event, right? April 1st?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we could, yeah. I think I was gonna put Artem April 1st, but
You're pulling Artem?
yeah, left and right, yeah.
Why?
You can pull Artem and still pull Carl.
Maybe. Artem left-handed is not too shabby.
He's good.
I'm undefeated against not Carl, against Artem left-handed, just for the record.
What's that record?
It's 1-0, 2-0, something like that.
Chance, serious question. Have you thought about training your left?
I was actually just talking to Brad about it this weekend.
He's got an arm on him.
It's it just I can't do anything this direction, nothing towards me. Everything is just like arm, which is weird. It's not at all how I pull right-handed, but
is it just your connection to it as a previous injury problem, or is it just how your arms works?
no, I'm not strong anywhere back. But my cup is stronger left than it is right, I think.
I mean, I think everybody, like, you don't really, me personally, like, my left and right are completely different. Like, my right's way more technical. I can go different places. My left is just, they're pretty much cupping and side pressure. And if it pronates, it pronates. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think I could, by the end of the year, if I train left, I think I could be top 5 left in Florida. I don't think it's unrealistic.
I mean, while your right's injured, just to keep you up and at it, you start training your left a little bit, see what happens.
When you get it to the right, the left starts coming relevant.
Yeah.
That's how it happened with me.
Yeah. I was looking at the left-handed North American list. I'm like, there's a couple names on there I might be able to squeak by. But we'll see. I do want to train the left, but I haven't been training at all, so I got to do something. I'm cutting to 242 though, 279 this morning.
Well, they always say that if you train one, it'll make the other one stronger. So if you start training your left, your right one might heal faster.
That's true.
They say that's the way the body works. So
yeah. Hopefully that's the case. How bad is your right feeling, Carl?
It aches all day. It never turned black or blue. It just got really yellow around the bicep and shoulder.
You think it was the bicep connection under the shoulder, like we were talking about?
Yeah, we're connected. Yeah, that's where I feel the most pain. So I have a good idea. I got that match coming up with Sonny Gay at Monster Factory. I let him know that what was going on, and I'd probably have a better answer for about 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah. Why don't you pull him left?
Feel good and then go in there and then re-injure it,
Yeah, that's not smart at all. Why don't you pull left with Sonny?
He mentioned that. He did mention that. He just said he wasn't nowhere near as good as his left as his right. So, if he had an opportunity to pull somebody, right-handed, that he, if I can't make it, I don't want to take. But
Yeah. But I mean, if you're going, me personally, I wouldn't pull if I were you, if it's still giving you any sort of trouble, because the last thing you want to do is fully rip it if it's not already.
right. Well, the stuff that I ordered comes in this week, so hopefully it'll get me right.
Yeah, hopefully. Just make sure you use alcohol wipes. Don't just use soap and water like Brad. Brandon, you're back.
He's still glitching.
Yeah, super bad.
This stolen computer is working less and less every day.
Yeah. Maybe you should pay for Wi-Fi. Your neighbors are tired of you using their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they probably are. It's probably some internet weirdo down the street that don't have a password on his shit.
Yeah,
he's watching me through this video cam.
Probably so.
What you guys got, Austin and Trent? Y'all got anything on this other than a little bit of pride? Or we what is this? Is there a rivalry between you?
No, not really. Rivalry.
I think Trent looked like prey.
No. I just saw him beat the shit out of Robert, and I was like, well, we should pull. We both did the same thing.
Okay.
I think I saw on Facebook Robert Kelly put $50 on Trent if anyone wanted to bet on Austin.
Interesting. I'll take the bet, Robert. Where are you at? Is he in here?
I think he's in the live chat.
Okay, well, tell Robert that's fine. That's cool.
Okay, well,
I'm good with that.
He beat me to it. I was going to take the bet and then tell Trent to throw the match.
Throw the match for $50.
Hey, I already told Trent
he's only
if
getting
he's
25.
way stronger, I'm going to slide him $100 under the table so I can win. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I did to Dylan before we.
I told him 200. We got a deal.
I was like, all right, cool. We can do that. If it's just way one-sided, like here's a 200, let me win this shit.
Dude, I was up in.
When you start winning stuff like that, then everybody wants to pull you. You'll be getting call out their call out.
Dude, I already get called out 24/7. I got like 6 super matches I got to pull in Texas the next 4 months.
That's because right now you're on social media and you're popular in your posts and stuff, and everybody's like, I want to try this guy. I want to try this guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean that's why at the AWU event I pulled what? How many people did I pull? Chance 4 or 5 back to back.
Yeah, it was something like that. I got the video on my channel. I think it was 4. I think
it
you
was
had
4, right? Yeah, I had 4 people call me out, and I was like, I'll pull all 4 of y'all back to back.
You ended up doing 3 and 1. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I did 3 and 1. I only lost to David.
Hey, I'll make a bet. I can train Robert for 3 months, and he'll be both you guys.
Oh, how much money are we betting?
500.
Deal done.
Damn, this boy got money.
What are you drinking on there, Brad?
Sparkling
what do we
water.
got there? Show us what a gentleman like yourself drinks for the leisure.
Sparkling grapefruit water, huh?
Yes. Yes, you look like a sparkling grapefruit type of guy. He turned his camera off. It was like shade.
I like to see Brad right-handed pull Pablo.
Yeah. Brad actually wants to set that matchup. I was talking to him about it for the last week or so.
Artem's about to destroy Pablo.
Yeah, I seen where Pablo and Ron is it Pablo and Ron Bath pulling?
Yeah,
right-handed.
Since Richard couldn't make it with Chance.
Yep.
But what happened to that? I thought you were pulling him.
I was. Richard got injured, and yeah.
He got injured too, fool.
Listen, I would have pulled Richard if my arm was broken. I don't care. It's an honor to pull Richard, but now that it's not Richard, it's probably for the better that I just don't take any match.
How long are you going to need to let this injury heal?
I'm hoping by around June or so.
Have you went to the doctor or anything for it to see exactly what it was? Or you
Every
just-
time I go to the doctor, they're completely worthless. They do an X-ray on my arm and they say, "Well, nothing's broken. Here's some ibuprofen." So I stopped going to them.
That's
For
what they
anything
told
arm
me
wrestling.
too. They X-rayed my arm and then said, "Here you go."
Yeah. Oh, it's probably just inflammation. Here's ibuprofen. Like, all right, thanks.
Yeah,
And you're
no,
an
they
arm
told me,
wrestler.
they said you got 2 broken fingers and a torn tendon. Here's here's just an 800 milligram ibuprofen. Give it 6 to 8 weeks and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
That's when you
go.
All right.
You'll need better doctor.
That's why you go to Brad Grundy.
No. Brad's dad would give you a script of perks so fast for a fucking paper cut.
He said his phone died. He had to
All
get
right.
off.
Time to train Robert. I love it.
Man, I will take that bet. That's fun.
Hey, to be
Robert's
honest
coming
with you,
for that ass, bro.
to be honest, I've been trying to get Robert to move down here. I've been telling him for like a month and a half now, dude, just move to Florida and come train with us. He's like, I'm trying. So
We got 25 on the live chat right now. That's not bad for this channel. I think
No,
But
that-
no,
honestly,
no.
I would honestly love to see Robert train really hard for about a year straight and not
he
give
is
up.
training hard right now.
Hey,
Because
when are we
honestly,
going to see Robert versus Damon rematch though?
we need to make it happen here in Florida.
You
Let's
should
set
make
it
that
up.
happen in Florida because that's lit.
Dude,
I
hey,
would-
honestly, I was asking Robert the other day. I haven't seen nothing about Damon on social media at all. Like he
The only
went-
time I see Damon talking about how big tigers are all the
Yeah,
time.
he
on
talks
Facebook.
about tigers all the time now.
It's like,
He's
oh,
into
you
that.
think you're a tiger expert? I know everything about tigers. Like,
Really?
See,
How
I'm
do you
not-
how,
I'm not
how would
friends with
one
him.
follow this tiger shenanigans if I wanted
just
to?
go on his page. He's always
See,
Go
I'm
on his
not, I'm
page.
not friends with him. He deleted me for some odd reason, and then I just always see all the stuff in like the arm wrestling uncensored and all that stuff, and like all of a sudden it just went quiet.
Yeah, he stopped posting.
He stopped posting his huge 90-pound dumbbell curls and everything.
No, dude, he's got 200 pounds of side pressure.
Shit,
Minimum.
Minimum. Yeah, that's on like a weekday.
I'll get there one day.
I felt his side pressure, man. It's just a crazy.
Well, hold on. When you pulled him, were y'all the same weight?
I think I was like 15 pounds heavier.
Okay.
I think he was like 130, and I think I was like 143 that day.
Chance would discredit that if you were 1 pound heavier. So
well, no, it would be the same weight class, right? 154.
are you and
Yeah,
Trent? How much do y'all weigh?
I'm 154.
Jesus
I'll be
Christ,
one-
how short are you?
I'm 5'10.
Okay. And 154?
Yes.
Okay, Trent, you better whoop this guy's ass.
Hey, I'll
I'll
just
be-
say this. My legs are about this big around.
He's all over body.
I'm all upper body. My legs are this big.
Okay. So are Carl's though.
Yep.
So what do we
Hell
say?
yeah.
Carl's starting to look more and more like Dave Chafee at every day that goes by. You're
Yeah.
transforming into Dave Chafee.
So happens when you get
That's what happens at monster levels of pure testosterone.
Yeah.
I mean,
what are
every
you
high
walking around at these days, Carl?
295.
Chance?
do what?
What are you weighing now?
I was 279 this morning.
Okay.
I'm
Ideal
going for 240s.
would be 275, but
Well, you want to be lighter?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Well, what size fitted hat would you wear?
7 3/4.
No, a 7 3/4. That's it. When's the last time you put a fitted hat on?
I got a bunch. I know my
Okay.
size.
Your head hasn't got any bigger over the years.
Nah, I mean,
Keep
probably.
growing, your head's gonna look small as hell.
You seen Levon's head though? Levon's head
I
is
know
like
that's.
this.
I thought Carl's head would be getting bigger over the years.
Levon looks like a science experiment gone wrong.
Gone right.
I mean,
Hey, it
yeah,
went
gone
right.
right. I would
It went
I
say.
mean,
right.
gone right for arm wrestling. Yeah,
Hey, I
goes
think
all
Hermes is a crazy experiment too. That dude was like what 6 years ago pulling my weight class or some shit.
He was a
Yeah,
176
Levon
guy.
turned into a
Yeah, he
fucking
was a-
nerd.
I'll send you the picture when he pulled Matt Mask, and I put the one where he pulled Levon side by side. I'll send you that picture and look at the fucking difference. He aged 15 years.
Yeah, his head. He's got that like that bump right here, the HGH
That's
bump or
that's
whatever.
from the growth. Yep, the HGH
Yeah,
bump.
the growth
Looking
bump.
like Whirly.
I'll tell you what, Levon is a fucking unit of a human, dude.
He is.
He looks like he literally turns into a grizzly bear on a full moon. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if he was some sort of, his dad was just a fucking half bear or something. He has hair all over his shoulders, back of his triceps.
You know what's crazy is when you look at Levon's brother. He's like a normal looking 160-pound dude.
I thought you were gonna say he was like cousin It from the Addams, like just covered in hair.
No, just like a really regular looking dude.
Isn't
was
there
a
a picture of
regular-looking
LeVon where
dude.
he looks really normal? Like 10 years ago, wasn't he small too? Wasn't he like a 176 guy?
Yeah, 10 years ago he was 76, but he was still like jacked at 76. He didn't look like regular. You know what I mean?
Bro, he
Oh,
looked
okay.
like Jeremy Pappy.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bigger.
A little bigger than Pappy.
Vaughn does with Morzov, or how do you think Morzov does?
I think Morzov might give him trouble personally.
I do too.
Morzov's
Levon?
arm is stronger than Army's.
Is Morzov pulling LeVon?
Yeah. East
Oh,
First,
that's
West
cool.
7.
Is it? It's only right-handed, right? LeVon won't pull left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Levon's
Why
led
are
with
they
certified
having a
takeover.
fifth and sixth match if it doesn't mean anything?
Do what?
Why are we having a fifth and sixth match if it doesn't mean anything?
I think originally it started with PAL for betting reasons.
Well,
So you
okay.
could bet. So you could bet 4-2, 5-1.
You can bet 3-2, 3-1.
Right, but for 6, when you have 6, originally it was so there could be a tie. So you can also bet on the tie.
Oh, so okay. So
That's how
there
it was
never-
originally.
There was
but
no
na-
silver bullet. Like you could go 3-3 and that's it.
Yep, you could go 3-3 and that's it. That's why it started.
Oh,
Hold
But
on,
now-
let's pretend Hermes and Levon are on Stake Kings and there's a shutout stake. Did the people get paid? Did
It
that
was a shutout stake. It was shut out for 4-0.
that's
so-
what pre-bet?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, if they made that, but so why the fuck are we polling the fifth and sixth match? It makes no sense to me.
I agree. It makes no sense to pull the 5th or 6th match if you can't. Number
you're
one,
up
if you can't bet
4-0,
on a
it makes no
tie,
sense.
if you can't bet on a tie and the shutouts are for 4-0, then there's no point in pulling 5 and 6.
It
Yeah,
makes
'cause
no
it's already
fucking sense.
4-0.
And then you die between match 4 and 5, and you're still the winner somehow.
Yeah, you are.
That match ain't ended.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of over, right? You could just
No,
walk up
it's
to the.
not over. It was scheduled for 6 rounds. If me and you start fighting, I'm gonna tell you here's how it goes. If me and
Wait.
you start fighting and we're in a 6-round fight, okay? You beat me, you are ahead 4-0. You've won the first 4 rounds. There's no way I can beat you in points now. But you suddenly have a heart attack between round 4 and 5, and you die. I won this fight.
No,
You
so
don't go to the scorecard.
so let me turn that around. If I'm up 4-0 and then I don't feel like pulling and I walk up to the table and I do this with my arm, is that better for you?
Yes, because you finished the round. You completed the 5th and 6th match. But to walk away from it unfinished,
So you just
lost.
physically want the person to lay down and
No,
so
I just want, if we're gonna pull 6 matches, to pull 6 matches.
Yeah.
And
So
finish
you
the
think
6
LeVon
and
should
then,
have just walked up to the table after he got gassed and just like,
lay
well,
down.
in no sport on earth do you go to the scorecards before the rounds have commenced, even if you're already winning. In wrestling, you can get so far ahead, it's impossible for them to win, and you don't just suddenly stop. You ride that bitch out to the end. There's no sport on earth that just stops because you're ahead. It's
Only
not
thing
like it's a mercy rule in arm wrestling.
When it comes to fighting, you could still get a 6-round knockout and win the fight. Arm wrestling,
Sure, and it looked to me like Levon got knocked out. He didn't finish. So all I'm saying is if we're only go, okay, so let's say he had a heart attack between match 3 and 4. And he's ahead 3-0. Does he still win?
No, because if you forfeit, then you would lose the next 4 rounds.
He did. If you forfeit, you lose everything.
Well, if it's 3-3, then it goes. I mean, if it's 3-0,
If I'm beating your team in baseball 100-0 and my team walks off after 4 innings, we lost. Don't matter that score.
yeah, I think
No
it's a little
sport
bit
on earth
different.
where
But
you just walk away unfinished in the game.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is it shouldn't be called 6 rounds. It should be best of 7.
Yeah,
'Cause
best
really
of
that's all it
7.
is.
Sure.
And once
Then
someone
that-
gets to
then-
4, that's it.
then that's what we need to call it. But when
Yeah.
you tell me we're in a 6-round fight and I see a guy die on round 4, and then you tell me he won that somehow, I'm like, how the fuck did he win? Now, if he had got up and they just said, okay, I'm laying down, then I get it. That's not as cool, but at least you finished. It ain't my league to argue, but man, that match left the most unsettled finish at the end. I was like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
You know?
Personally, I just like the best of 5s.
I do
think
too.
that's kind of the sweet spot.
Is that what me and Trent's match is? The best of 5?
Yes.
No, we're doing 6 rounds, but
none of them. Hey, get this. None of them matter.
yeah,
None of them matter. So at any point, you just when you're ahead, just quit. Just walk
quit.
off
As
once
soon
you're
as I'm
winning.
ahead, be like, this is
Yeah.
it.
That's
Hey,
it.
also, what we'll do? We'll go 2-2, and we'll just walk away. It don't matter. It don't matter at that point.
That's it, right? At that point, everybody get your oxygen masks out. And I get it. They were fucked up, but what they should have done there when they decided Levon wanted to win was they should have just put his hand down, go, he lost, go, he lost. We've completed 6 rounds. I won 4 of them.
yeah.
But
Honestly, I think they were worried about Levon having a fucking heart attack.
sure, but let me get this. Let's pretend the shutout stake said 5. It must be 5-0.
Yeah, then you would have won the bet.
So you would have won despite him never even walking to the fucking table.
Yes. By forfeit.
What are we doing? This is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It is. I mean, I get it. I love gambling and arm wrestling.
By Florida
We gotta do
Army
it right.
changing the game.
We got to do it right. You know, a lot of these matches, like before, that were supposed to go 6 rounds, like John Brzezinski had a couple, I think, where they only went 4. John and Devin went 4 instead of 6 and things. It might not be a big deal now, but when you're gambling on shit, it's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
You can't just have maybe round 5 and 6 happen. Maybe they don't. I don't know. It depends what I feel like. You can't run some official shit on that whim.
I think that's why they make the shutout stakes 4. That way the last 2 rounds really don't matter. But again, it should just be best of 7.
Yeah, let's just call them what they are, bonus rounds.
Yeah.
For pure pageantry. That's what they are. If it's already 4-0. And I'm all for that, right? A couple vengeance rounds to get you a little respect back, but it's hard to get enthusiastic about it when the guy's up and then
it's already over, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
FAL,
like
we're keeping it best of 5. We're keeping it simple. We don't have to get weird.
Yeah, well, it's Florida. It's already weird, kid.
Yeah.
Austin, we can go 5 rounds no matter what. If I'm up 3-0 or you're up 3-0, we can pull all 5 rounds. I don't give a shit.
Have you heard something about us? Artem has a super match at one of our events.
Apparently, him and Brad Grundy are pulling left.
It was news to me like it was news to you, Brandon.
Wow.
Robert Kelly actually messaged me, I think, yesterday and was like, hey, can you get a flyer for Brad versus Artem made? And I was so confused. Like, Brad versus Artem, what?
Yeah. I'm not going to say that that's not a match I would watch. I just didn't. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Brad and Robert and Artem were talking about on that Robert and Artem podcast. I think Brad jumped on it or something happened like that, and they're talking about it, and Robert's like, they're talking about Brad's 500 to 5,000 thing.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Artem's like, I'll pull him left-handed. But I don't think they put any money on it. Brad said he'll do it just for fun.
Damn, I thought he said right and left.
Yeah, I thought it was right.
Right and left?
It may be.
That's what Brad just said, but I don't know the details of anything. So maybe I'll just message Artem.
Yeah, I only watched part of the block. I didn't watch it all, but
Yeah, this chat is pretty lit, bro. They're getting crazy in the chat over here. Beyond 13. Are you an arm wrestler? I see you in the chat. Do we know who he is?
He says he's an arm wrestler
out of Lake Nona.
It's Elijah, 176 guy.
Okay.
Who's Elijah?
Elijah was wearing the tank top. We made him switch to the shirt.
Yeah, the guy that has the head wrap on.
Yep.
Yeah, he's cool.
Brandon, who you
What?
Who you pulling, Callie?
Bro, I'm so fucked. After whooping Niles like that, nobody wants a match.
You got to pull Dabo.
I've been messaging Derek nonstop. He don't say nothing.
Can you
Alex
please
Fisher
pull
priced
Dabo?
himself out of the equation.
Please pull Dabo.
John
Trent should have
Dabo.
pulled Dabo, I think.
That's who I wanted originally.
What if me and John Dabo just had a headbutting contest beforehand?
That was
No,
the
we got to
best-
do slap fight. You and John Dabo.
What if he slaps the shit out of me and lays me out?
If he just knocks you out cold, I would die.
Oh my god, bro, I would never recover. Chance, you better grab him by the face. Were you there that day, Carl?
Yes, I was.
How fired up was Ron Bath?
It was the best thing ever. Dad's move for real.
I feel like Ron could have pulled his jaw off like a chicken wing.
The whole thing was crazy. Just
That's awesome.
fun times in the Valley, Nevada.
Yeah, it was. It's. I
It
don't
looked
know.
like a Florida
California,
tournament.
hey, California always has some drama happening and some crazy shit. So imagine we get out there and we have a fucking and just some insanity out there. Me, you, and Chance got to fight off Dallas and his whole posse
Don't say Derek because I'll run away.
of shaved leg cyclists.
I'm headbutting Derek right in the nuts.
Your head can't reach Derek's head. He's
Yeah,
a whole
but
bit taller
I
than
said
you,
the
Trent.
nuts. I
He's
said
headbutting
headbutting
him
the
in the
nuts.
nuts.
Not like him.
Okay, okay.
Isn't Larry Wills ranked #1 lieutenant in Cali?
Not tech. I don't know if they have actual rankings. I just wrote that on there.
No, I
Troll Derek.
I didn't know if he was living there now or what.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Carl wants Richard Lubke's.
We all want Richard Lubke's.
Chance, don't you go there. We seen what happened when you fucked with him.
With Richard Lubke's?
Oh, I'm sorry, Richard Lubke. I'm sorry. He wants Larry Wheels.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said everyone wants Larry Wheels.
Dude,
You don't
I
get
would,
to talk
I
shit
would
about
love
Larry
to see
Wheels.
Carl and Larry Wills left-handed. I said that in the very beginning.
So Derek was telling me that he cannot move Larry left-handed anymore.
Oh, I gotta have that match.
Perfect.
He was like, Larry's
Brandon's
left
gonna
is.
work you for. We can't
Yeah,
afford him.
You should have started your social media just calling him out every day, making a video for Larry. Where you at, Larry? I'm coming to Cali. Don't be ducking me, Larry. I'm
Here's
the
my
best,
thing.
the best from Florida. I'm coming to show you the best from Cali. Just keep going on it.
This is my opinion on it. Yes, Larry is a huge influencer. Yes, he's a strong ass powerlifter, well known, has his own line, everything else. But if you want to be an arm wrestler and you want to be #1, arm wrestling ain't about the money. It's about putting the elbow on the table and pulling the best of the best. So if he wants to do it just for money, he's in the wrong sport. He needs to go back to powerlifting, sell his PR merch, and live a good life.
I
Arm
definitely
wrestling-
don't think it's just for the money. He's hopped in a few California tournaments for free. He beat everyone except for Vrej. So I would assume Vrej is still their top guy. That was a good match that Vrej and Carl had back at the Mr. Olympia. You remember that, Carl? You were this close. This close.
Fouled out twice. Couldn't get that down.
Like as you were pinning him.
Yeah.
You were the only guy that gave him a close match. But yeah, Vrej ended up beating Larry, but Larry beat, I think, Mega Mike and Dallas left-handed.
Yeah, he did beat. Yeah, he definitely won both of them. I watched that one. But
Yeah.
dude, that Perez, that dude, there's a whole different animal.
Yeah, he's
Like
something.
the positions he can get in and hold people is just beyond me. Like, how does his arm not? I'm just waiting for his arm to break sometime. I'm like, it's fixing to snap.
You should at the end of every tournament.
Yeah, and then he just sits there and just looks at the crowd like, I'm just waiting for this dude to get tired so I can bring him on back over.
Like,
It
with
blows
his
my
arm.
mind.
Yeah, Vrej is something else. I would have loved to try to set him a match, but we don't have anyone at 200 pounds for Vrej. Like,
No.
absolutely not.
Hey,
Yeah, it's Rush is an absolute beast. He's a lot to handle.
Did you pull
Like,
him?
doesn't he pull like every weight class?
yes.
198, 220, 242 supers, and usually he wins all of them, both arms.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was holding Ron Bath off. Carl, you might be able to do something with him left, man.
They had a super close match at the Olympia.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not offensive. He just catches everybody here, and both times I had him right there. I actually fouled out against him.
Yeah.
Both. With like an inch away from pinning him, but I mean, he also pulled probably 2 classes before that, but he don't hit. He just catches. So at least I've never seen him hit. So, but
Yeah. So why don't we set that up? That could be a great match.
I don't know how to get a hold of Reg. I'll try. Ingen told me he's offered Reg a match at every single East versus West, and he has declined every single time. So
He just pulls where he wants.
yeah, I'm not sure.
if I had to put like a list of like top guys, I mean, Derek, just because it's Derek, I've wanted that match. Larry Wills, Tony Tomlinson would probably be the guy, or Tom Nelson after that.
Over Reg?
Yeah. I mean, just because they're my
If you're
weight.
gonna lose, it better not be to a 200-pounder.
Yeah, there ain't much to gain from that. That's a shitty situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, I respect the hell out of them. So
Yeah.
wrong.
Are you coming to the next event, Carl, in April?
Yeah, left-handed.
You're gonna like they were saying, Brad, you probably only need about 60 points to completely wrap it up. It's very hard. If somebody were to win no overalls and win every single event, it would only have 77 points. You get 6 for winning and 1 for entering.
So 7 times.
I think you get 5 for entering and 1 for is it 6? You're right.
Yeah, you get 6 for winning and 1 for entering.
7 points for first, 1 point for entering.
Yep.
So 8 points times 11 events is 88. So
No, the 7 is including your point for entering. So if you enter, you get 1 total, right? If you take third, you get 3 total, second 5 total, and first is 7 total.
Because first points were 6 points.
Yep.
The overall is worth an additional 5.
So if you got second, it's really worth 4 points because you entered.
It's 4 plus your 1 for entering.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
So let's say you're getting 7 every time you win. You're getting 12 because you're adding 5 to it for the overall. But let's say you didn't win overall, you're getting your 7 times 11 would be 77. So that's like the max most people are going to be possible to get without winning the overall. That being said, a couple guys are going to probably sneak in overall here or there or something.
I don't know. It looks like Carl and Brad are just going to continue to run it.
Yeah, I mean, that is what it looks like so far, but we might get a thing where you got Shark and Carl first round, and then someone's late in second. You know how it goes. Sometimes you got.
Here's the shitty part. All of our heavy hitters are getting injured. Chance hurt his elbow. Chance's elbow's all messed up. Carl done tore something in his shoulder. Andre got in a fucking motorcycle accident. Like,
They got in a motorcycle accident?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I've heard
right before he went to Arnold's, he only pulled like 1 match at Arnold's and then had to back out because his back was hurting so bad.
Oh, interesting. That sucks.
Yeah, man. Prayers for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
His big ass don't need to be riding no damn motorcycle. The fuck's wrong?
Poor Daniel, he's been nursing the elbow injury for 11 years.
Yeah, he has. Right.
Gotta do a shout out to my boy Spiker on his return back.
Hey.
Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Spiker.
Table.
Things himself crawls out of the woodwork. How'd he do? Did he get some wins?
He was 1 away from top 3 left-handed. Him and Taylor Dykes had a good match.
Damn, Taylor took second, bro. I believe, right?
That event he got 3rd. Josh Miller got second.
Okay, took second at the other one. Taylor's up in that podium, dude.
The event before that got second.
What do you think of I don't know, maybe me and you talked about it on here. What do you think about our end of the year idea?
So I was actually talking to Gene about this. So you're doing like a ceremony, like a Friday night tournament, Saturday thing?
Well, I think it's probably all going to be Saturday just because I don't want to have to make people hotel it up.
I got you.
So it might be like that right after the tournament, starting at 7 o'clock, we all run it. But I don't, maybe not. I mean, you tell me what you think of it, of the idea, and then what's your idea for it is.
I mean, and I think in a perfect world, it'd be badass if it was like a nice resort for the weekend and everybody came down and hung out, end of the year party, Friday night, like a award ceremony, Saturday an event, just everybody hanging out, having a good time. I mean, obviously you'd have to have a hotel sponsor and do good discounts on the rooms, but I mean, I don't know, talk to Denise and them, what they do for IFA Worlds or whatever, or Nationals, and what kind of deals they got to do to talk to a hotel.
I think that's definitely possible to get a hotel to be interested, especially if we had the event in one of their conference rooms.
Yeah, I mean, Orlando's got plenty of them, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You can't have the award ceremony before the event because the event, you have to tally the points from the event to determine the winner.
Yeah, I think it'd be a a Saturday, Sunday thing.
Yeah, that's doable. Do you think having it catered matters a lot?
Well, if
Having
you're at
where we're served food at, do you think that really makes the event?
Yeah, I mean, I think if this is my view, I think if we're doing an award ceremony on a separate day, a Sunday, it's in a conference room. There's like a DJ, there's catering, food. It's a whole party. I mean, you buy a ticket to it kind of thing.
Texas rolled out their Texas Arm Wrestling Hall of Fame nominations on a paper. I like that. I think we need to copy that.
I agree.
It looks good. I think we do like a little Hall of Fame thing. We have an award ceremony where we're like, Carl Stanley, our left-handed super heavyweight champ. We present him with the money or a check. Everybody's on stage. We got the you could call a lot of cool things like Anthony Latero, even though he has a lot of crazy ideas, he was on to a couple things. This rookie of the year concept, top male, top female. You got to give it to the man. He was already kind of doing his own award show.
Yeah.
Now it's sucked, but it was a cool concept. It was basically just handing you a plaque at some point when they seen you. We're going to elaborate on that and make a full production of just that act, but we already do kind of have a basis for it. A lot of people have already won some of these awards. Like Chance, I believe you've won best male arm wrestler at one point.
Yeah, I think I have like 3 or 4 of them. I won one of Anthony's awards every year since I started.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which just means
or not.
Yo, you cut out, Carl. I didn't hear what you said.
I was just saying Todd King back in the day used to do a couple awards for
yeah, and this would be a cool thing. Like Todd King, no one even fucking knows his name. He would be a cool guy to induct into this Florida Hall of Fame, right? He did a lot for the sport, but you get a guy like Trent. Trent don't got no respect on Todd King's name. He don't know who he is. He don't give a fuck who he is.
I've heard the name, but I don't know him that well.
Well, I'm saying it, but you would eventually when you realize, oh, they're inducting that guy. Hey, I heard of him. He's somebody now.
Yeah.
And not that we make Todd King somebody, but it gives a little moment of recognition where he's kind of remembered even when, because that's what arm wrestling does. It chews you up and then you're done. You're just some has-been telling people about 2014 WAL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, so TK, it would be cool to show a bit of love for him. That's a great example, actually. When I was starting arm wrestling, he was the biggest promoter. Him and Jesse Gonzalez. But my first tournament I ever went to was at Todd King's Battle of the Souls. So, and I'll tell a funny Todd King story. I told this before. I walked in there to TK's Battle of the Souls, and I said, it said King on his shirt, so I assumed he was like the King of Florida. And I didn't realize it's just his last name. And Chance, you've heard this before, but I said, hey man, I'm here to sign up. And I had called him about 4 or 5 times, just harassing him, trying to figure out how it works, right? You know how it is. And he said, go ahead and fill this out. I said, what do I put for experience? He said, how long you been arm wrestling? I said, my whole life. He said, just go ahead and write a 0 in the experience spot. Bro, he fucking drove a stake through my heart. In that moment, I like died a piece. I wanted to like melt into the fucking background. Ever since then, I've been killing people with that same one. Just go ahead and put 0 in the experience. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that, man. Christian Sakis.
Christian Benny too.
Yeah, Christian Benny.
Yeah.
We got another guy hopping in here. Okay.
Yo, what's up, Lincoln?
Dicky Spear.
What's up, man?
You're off. You're right. That's another one. I think we're going to see a return of Dicky soon.
I hope so.
That'd be awesome.
I seen him at a tournament the other day at Bike Week.
Hey, not to change subjects, but Carl, you said you wanted Austin. Lincoln is Austin's manager, if you will. So it's the guy to talk to.
Happened.
Gotcha. Let's set this up. I manage Carl.
This man's impressive.
Coincidence we're in the same chat.
Left or right?
Left. All day.
Yeah. I'm throwing an event in Louisville April 29th. And Austin doesn't have anything scheduled yet.
I have that Monster Factory, that same event, same day.
You're pulling Sonny Gay, right?
Yep.
Cool. I train with Sonny sometimes.
Yeah, he seems like a real cool dude, man.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we want to do like 4 months of like rest because we're like very aware that the East versus West level is like pretty high. So I think from like April till July we're going to be kind of quiet, lifting a lot. But I know the strongest badge we've been invited to. We don't have a match there. That is July 29th in St. Louis.
Why don't you guys come down to Florida?
We would. It's a little expensive, but I'm down to.
Yeah, well, listen, we can make something happen if you can get Austin down here versus Carl. We'll get you all. We'll get you set up with a match. We'll get anybody that y'all want set up. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
How big would that be, Chance, Carl and Austin? For what number of spots are they? Number 10?
I think left-handed Austin is what, like 6?
I think.
Holy shit, he's 6?
In USA, North America.
North America.
Yeah, probably 6.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl, what are you sitting at?
I have no idea. Probably like 11th or 12th. I don't even know.
6th after he pulls your boy.
I'd kind of like to see a round robin. I mean, there's like a couple guys that are like in that 8 to 13 spot that have been asking for matches, and I'd like to like not waste a whole bunch of time with it. Like a super match is so time consuming, right? You're like 2 weeks of prep or 2 weeks of like chill, and then 2 weeks, coasting after. I like to just knock it out, let everybody in there and sort themselves out.
Oh, Austin, the first Monster Factory. It was the first or second one, and then I had to pull out because of my injury against Corey West.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't end up happening. There's just no money in it either. I'm a stickler for a little bit of profit at least.
What's Austin say about his win versus Derek?
Man, I wish he had went to the straps a little sooner. I think it would have been a little bit easier on him. But he's excited. Yeah, he knows it was close. He barely made it.
I didn't see it. Was there a bunch of controversy about it again or something?
No, they both had some good fouls. Even one, Bart called offsetting fouls in round 4, and Austin was like, "No, I went first. Give it to me." So they gave Austin that foul because he fessed up to it. So I don't see any way that you could really shake it. Derek got thrown off by the runners. He just wasn't very clear, I guess, about the rules up until the event, and the endurance definitely favored Austin by a lot.
I was impressed with Derek's hit.
Yeah.
He was getting a hell of a surge. There was a couple times I thought he had it, and Austin, I guess, he had a good little walk or a stop or something.
I was impressed pulling when I was left-handed.
What'd you say?
I was impressed with Austin. Derek was taking his hand, and he was still
just wedging through it.
Yeah.
Austin felt really comfortable left-handed. Between rounds, he wasn't sweating too much. I was impressed that Derek took his hand so easy, because the only guys we've seen do that is Epsy and Beer Man, arguably.
That would be another good one if we could get down here is have Evan.
Evan and Artem, left-handed.
Let's work something out, man, for King of Florida.
What's
What?
that?
That's in August, right?
Yeah.
I think it's August 12th. I'll get you a date.
Cool. We're hoping to qualify for East versus West at the Cobra Classic. So I don't know what that schedule looks like after the Cobra Classic.
That's the finals is June 3rd or 4th, whatever that Saturday is.
Mm.
And yeah, King of Florida is August 12th.
Jay, turn the living room light off, please.
Yeah, that would be cool if we could make that happen somehow. Where are you guys from?
Louisville.
What is that?
About
Kentucky.
30 drive.
Okay. Oh, that ain't far at all. Yeah, that's the thing. Flights into Florida have been getting pricey, I noticed. The last couple tickets I bought, that one and out into Arkansas was a bitch. The California shit isn't too bad. John Theron was telling me it's cheaper to fly from Canada to the US than it is Canada to Canada. He comes out here once a month, just arm wrestle in Florida.
He'll
Doesn't
just
matter where you're flying from.
in Ohio and just kill everybody.
Where do you guys fly out of out there?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville?
The biggest close. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a big match. We get
How's August 12th look?
Free. Yeah.
chance of imagine if you were
Let's set
here
it.
and we had you and Austin right-handed.
Oh, I would hate to.
Look
I
at this
would-
guy. Look, pressure's already on.
I
He's uncomfortable. I need a body language expert to watch you right now.
I really just wouldn't want to break Austin's win streak.
Honestly, I like it when Austin pulls the same person both arms, but I don't like him pulling separate people both arms.
Carl's right. We're not sure what
Yeah, I got it.
he just hurt his shoulder at the last event.
Yeah, that's cool. We just throw Austin in the bracket right-handed.
For sure. He crushed it out here and do good. We've got look at the guy popping in himself.
Oh, he's hopping in.
The matchup right here. This
It
is
is.
Looking big, buddy.
right here.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
I'm at work doing security.
Nice.
Fucking
So you and Carl Stanley left-handed. What do you think?
What, me?
Yeah, you. Not Lincoln.
I don't care. I'd pull Carl Stanley left. I just got to know when.
August 12th.
August 12th. August. Maybe, yeah.
Come down and get some sunshine in Florida.
What's up, buddy?
So, bro.
Have you guys ever pulled?
Oh, I got outside real quick.
I think there was an event back when he first started. He might have been in me.
Who won? Who won the one event y'all did pull?
I think Carl won.
Yeah.
Carl spanked me a long ass time ago.
Yeah, that don't matter when it's that long, but I was just curious.
Yeah, it was like at nationals or like it was somewhere weird because I don't remember. I remember pulling some big ass dude from Texas too. That was like 6'9", like almost Derek size. Really,
Jesus.
he was a terror from Texas. It was a long time ago, like my first or second year pulling.
How long have you been pulling?
It's coming up 6 years.
Was
ain't
that
long at all.
Huh?
South Bend?
That's not much time at all.
No, I haven't been pulling for very long.
Carl, how long you been arm wrestling?
18 years.
Jesus, 18 years.
Wow.
2005.
Yeah, man. If we could set that up, I'd love to. We'll talk more about it off this show, see what we can make happen. But that would be a fucking insane match, dude. You're as hyped as it gets right now, and Carl's the best thing we got.
That would be awesome. I've always liked to pull Carl. I need to get my payback on him. He spanked me pretty good.
That's it. It's a little bit of retribution's good for everybody. I love it. Chance, I'm gonna let you take this over. I gotta tend to my daughter and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta hop off too, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Austin, congratulations on your win this weekend, buddy. You look good.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry I got in here so late, guys. I was in the middle of work and somebody sent me a link telling me that it was like a link to the Zoom. So
Hey, you got in at the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Perfect moment. That's it. Chance, I'm gonna let you wrap it up.
Okay. I mean, it seems like everyone has to hop off anyway, so we could just wrap it up right here.
Yeah.
all right, guys. Sorry about that.
Look in your chat. We're gonna make
You're
this
good.
happen.
Hey, Austin, I'll send you the link to the next one. You can hop on there with us.
All right,
Hey,
cool. Just let me
message
know,
Yeah,
guys.
congratulations,
Comment
Austin.
Thank you.
section.
Thank you.
Austin and Carl.
See y'all.
All right, later, guys.
Y'all just message me, Florida guys.
Yeah, I'll call you, Lincoln.
Shortly.